Excuse me. Question number 2, and it's really a similar question in a way. It says, I feel a failure by being single, ? And again, I'd really encourage you to go back over some of the things I said in the last answer. I'll be brief on this one, because you are not a failure. Everybody's going to be single. Okay, really catch that. And you are not a failure. I think you've actually got to kind of really eliminate and get rid of that thought, that concept, that idea of being a failure because you're not married. Your value does not come from being married. It's really important we get that. And I don't mean to sound sexist in the way I say and express this, but I think often I'll see girls who will embrace that feeling or that sense probably a little bit more than guys do. That's simply, it's not a weakness, it's a strength in who God's made them to be. But I've seen many people, again, men and women, who feel I'm a failure, I'm less than, I don't make the grade, maybe nobody wants to marry me. Can I say this? You only need one. You only want one. And you only need the right one. And it is not a blessing that you don't have a whole bunch of people chasing you. So embrace the season you're in. Say, I would really put that on as an identity, as a pride thing. Right now, today, God has called, not me, but you, to be single in this thing and embrace that. As I've said in the previous answer, press into that, press into the Lord. What do you want me to do? What do you call me to do today? It's interesting. I've seen many people who frankly get frustrated and spend their time looking for the right person God's got for them and obsessing over this and getting in relationships which are not that great and breaking them. And then at times I've seen somebody just say, hey, I'm just going to forget all about this. I'm going to go on a missions trip or go and do something. And while they're serving God, suddenly they meet the right person. That's a much better context to meet the right person in anyway than when they were trying to meet that person through their own devious ways. So really encourage you, you're not a failure by being single. You're a failure. You'd be better being a successful single person than a failed married person. So don't feel a failure if you're single. You're not less than. You're powerful in many, many ways. Allow God to do what He wants to do. But also, if your heart's desire is to be married, I would be saying, Lord, do in me, work in me that which pleases you. Hebrews 13. Lord, what do you want to teach me that I need to learn before I get married? Do the work in me you need to right now. And I would also, and I'll come to this in the next question, but be praying for that future person, be praying and interceding, be sowing into the life of the person that you will marry sometime in the future. So I hope that's a help.